Hello, how is everyone doing? Today is a get ready with me. I have a wedding that I have to go to this weekend and I'm wearing this purple dress, but I want to make sure that my makeup is like where it needs to be. So I'm going to take you along with me, show you how I do my makeup. And I'm just a guest. I am not in this wedding and I'm very excited to not be in this wedding. So if you like just sitting, chatting, doing your makeup, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And let's just hop in. I am going to a wedding for my boyfriend's family this weekend. We are flying. I'm very excited. It'll be our first time flying together. So I just want to make sure that I have kind of my look in order, and while I'm doing that I'm actually going to be packing my makeup. So this is my makeup bag. It is from Walmart and it just like folds up. I want you to know anything I say about like the products in this video, please don't feel like you have to go and buy like all these products. The main thing I'm worried about is like blush, lipstick, eyeshadow. Like that's the big thing. And I'm going to do a little bit of other filming today, so doing my makeup kind of adds to that. So first thing that I'm going to throw in this bag is a primer. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And then I'm not going to use it today because I'm only going to have this on for a couple hours. And then I'm just going to take a brush and the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. So I have the color 102 Shell Beige, which is just the littlest bit too dark for me right now. And the undertone's just a little too yellow. But it's fine. We're figuring it out. This is the only full coverage foundation that I have. So it's what I'm going to use. So yeah, as you can see, it's weird. The undertone just isn't quite right. It was better when I didn't realize that I had even any tan at all, but clearly I had enough of a tan to get away with it for my friend's wedding over the summer. But yeah, so I'm super excited for this weekend. It's in North Carolina. I've never been to the Carolinas before. I think that it's going to be just so fun to travel with my boyfriend's family. I love his family a lot, and it's also with his brother and his brother's wife are coming as well. And little bit of backstory on how me and my boyfriend met. We met through my friend who got married this summer. And who did she marry? My boyfriend's brother. So her and I are dating brothers as if we were in a rom-com novel series, which is pretty cool and interesting and very nice and fun. So washed my makeup brushes in anticipation for this trip. So this is actually not the foundation brush I'm going to bring with me. So in the bag I'm going to put this, and then I'm going to put the foundation brush. I mean, I still like this one. I just don't use it as often. I really like this one. So put that in there. And then I have, oh my gosh, my cats have been scratching at the door while I'm trying to film this, which is like, I just like chase my cat around the apartment because they're going to scratch at each other on the door. So it's either that or I put them both in here. So that's what I've decided to do. I know, I'm panting. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I have this L'Oreal Fit Me concealer. So I'm going to use that. This is like almost done, but because stuff keeps coming out, I just kind of refuse to let it die. I'm not going to be doing too much makeup while I'm there, so I think I'll be okay. And I'm going to use the foundation brush for today, but I'm going to put my concealer blending brush in there. I have really taken to using brushes for my liquid products rather than my Real Technique sponge. I'm not sure why, I've just liked it more. I guess I do have to like wash these pretty often because if you get up to like maybe 5 times using them, it's like they get all crusty and then your stuff doesn't blend properly, but it is what it is. In the interest of saving space, I think I'm only going to bring this face powder. This is the L'Oreal True Match. This I know is like, I know she's dying. Okay, so I bought the new L'Oreal Fit Me loose powder because I just like loose powders better. I really do. So I'm gonna do that and then throw my powder brush and one of these in there. But I'm only going to bring this one. We are only doing carry-ons, which is fine. It's like a 2-night trip, like really not that bad. But me and my boyfriend are sharing a carry-on. So I really need to make sure that I have my, you know, shit together and I'm not gonna overpack because I'm a notorious overpacker. So I normally like to use this Morphe, I don't even know what this is. Pink powders were like a really big thing last year and I was like, oh my god, I want to try one. And so I bought this e.l.f. puff, which I do wash pretty regularly. So I bought the puff and then I bought this pink powder, this Bacon Set Brightening Pink. And I do like it quite a lot. I've really liked it. I don't know if I would buy the Morphe one again. Not the biggest fan of Morphe just in general, but that just kind of is what it is. So I washed all my brushes yesterday, so I'm trying to make sure that I use as few of my freshly washed brushes as possible. If I use like a blush brush or something, it'll be fine because my makeup's probably gonna stay the same the whole weekend. So I got this Maybelline Fit Me powder to replace the L'Oreal powder. Since the L'Oreal powder, I did not realize how little product or like how fast I was gonna go through that. I just go through like pressed powders so quickly. Let me buy a loose powder again because I've used loose powders in the past and it's definitely like my preferred powder, but in the interest of not buying the lightest powder, because yes, I'm pale, but I'm not like alabaster, right? So I got, what is this? Fair Light, but like this is yellow. Thankfully it doesn't translate to yellow on the skin, but is quite yellow. So here's where things are gonna get kind of a little hairy, just a little bit. So I put in all my base stuff. So here's what we got going on. I think what I want to do is what I kind of did for my trade show and do Tarte Exposed for a blush. And then I'm going to use my Tarte Rose Gold Glow for a highlight. But instead, I've been really using like my e.l.f. bronzing palette a lot. I think I'm going to use the NYX Buttermelt bronzer. I've used this, I like this product, but I just don't want to bring like two really bulky palettes because I don't need to. Like I said, I'm really trying to like condense stuff as much as I possibly can. So let's use these. I haven't used this in a while. So I'm going to throw my regular bronzer brush in here and I'm going to use this one that's just like a Walmart unbranded brush. I know that it's like not normal to have more than one set of brushes, but I've been doing my makeup for a long time. Like I've been interested in makeup for like over 10 years, and so when it comes to like parents and grandparents like getting me gifts, sometimes they'll get me like brush sets or just one-off brushes. I wouldn't say that I go in search of buying brushes. I have in the past, like most of my brushes, like the barrels are like popping off. I need to just sit down and like re-glue them. Like there are so many things that I could just fix, but I'm like, I'll just suffer, it's fine. The only thing I don't like about this NYX Buttermelt is I feel like it's so warm. I just wish it was a little bit cooler. But maybe if I bought another one of these, I could get a cooler one. But for now, it so doesn't matter. I mean, I know for some people like that stuff would matter. To me, it doesn't. So this is the blush brush that I am going to bring with me, but since I'm just using the same blush, it really doesn't matter. One thing I've realized over the past couple months is I would not repurchase this Tarte blush. I have to like dig into this pan so much just to get any color payoff. And it's nice to have like a neutral blush, but I just feel like it's so faint. And I've had this for years. I wouldn't say that I use it all the time, but I don't know, I feel like I'm like wondering, like, oh my gosh, has this hard panned? You know, like it's just so, I don't know. And it's not like blush has to be like super crazy, all this stuff, but I literally, it looks, first off, I don't even, like, yeah, you can see that there is blush on my brush. I just really feel like I gotta dig in there. I don't know, it's kind of getting to the point for me where I'm like, this might have to get tossed soon. Not as into it as I used to be. Alright, and then highlight. I do like this highlight though. And this is the highlighting brush I'm going to use. This is a Milani highlighter brush. And I will say, it is one of the softest brushes that I own. It's like literally one of my favorites. Okay, so that's what we got going on for face. And I'm not going to bring this, but I'm just going to use this now because it because my habit makes me want to use it. Like, I'm used to using sprays, so I'm just like, yeah, now. So now we're getting on to the eyes. So let's do brows. Brows, I've just been using these two eyeshadows to do my brows. It's not perfect. If you notice anything about the way I do my makeup, it's really that I like to embrace the mediocrity of some of my products, because this is just what I have. Maybe that's like kind of stupid, and I do believe that we can expect more out of our like products and our makeup and stuff. But here's the thing, like I'm just a girl who lives in an apartment with her boyfriend. I am not trying to, like, I'm not winning any awards with my makeup. Like, I'm trying to look good and feel good. And here's the thing, it's fine. I'm not a beauty guru who gets paid to be pretty. So I can suffer through a little bit of, you know, things that are like just okay. And it's not that the eyeshadow is bad, I just know that this color like combo isn't the best for my eyebrows. But I'm not willing to buy a new brow product every single month. So that's on me. That's totally my choice. And see, they look fine. You know, like, I think brows are both important and not important. I feel like that you only notice them if they're like bad, right? So then we got eyeshadow primer. Yeah, this guy's almost done too. I've just been trying to use up what I have. I'm on my little underconsumption journey. I've been really into watching other people's underconsumption journeys. Unfortunately for me, I love buying books secondhand. Like, I told myself, like, no books until my birthday. And then my boyfriend was like, well, you could just do no books from like Barnes and Noble. And I was like, I like the way you think. I like your crazy words, Magic Man. And then to set my eyeshadow primer, I've been using, Skimp in this palette. So I'm actually kind of excited to hit pan on this eyeshadow, like here, because then I will have pan in every single thing in this palette. Like, this one is completely gone. And I think that might have, well, that's one of the only times I've used up like an entire eyeshadow. It's definitely not something I do super often. So I'm going to put both these in the bag. So here's where things get a little hairy for me. I need to figure out what eyeshadow and what lipstick I'm going to wear with this specific dress. Like, this is the dress that I got for the wedding. And I'm going to stand up like at the end and show you, and then I'll show you the shoes that I'm going to wear with it too. But I got this from Hot Topic for, I think, like $40. I just didn't have a dress that was like wedding appropriate in that middle space between like look nice but not dressy casual. I don't know, does that make any sense? Like, you can get away with like a nice pretty sundress in a at a summer wedding, but I feel like fall winter weddings are just different. But I really like this dress. I think that it is very like classy. I know that I'll be able to wear it to other weddings or events that call for this sort of attire. So what I'm kind of thinking is maybe bringing my Naked palette and using Toasted and Hustle. So these are like the two little bit more purpley shades. I think I just really want something that's just like the tiniest bit purple that can just like kind of nod to it. Or I do have this little MAC duo where I could use this. And this is actually like a really nice all over one shade. And I could probably use like these guys with it. Let's see. I'm gonna start swatching. Yeah, so that's like a dark kind of bronzy plummy color. Yeah, and then I would just use the mattes to kind of like help smoke it out a little bit. Yeah, I think that might be what we do. So let's see how that works. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And then I'll do this whole fun thing again tomorrow. But then I wouldn't have to bring this chunky palette on the carry-on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm actually going to go into Frisk. And this is the Naked 2 Basics. And I don't even think they sell this anymore. I have had this for much longer than I should probably admit on camera. But they're powder products. It's different. Any girly who likes makeup understands that. Right. Plus, we're also going to be going out to a little family get-together on Friday night, and I can do a matte eye look and it'll be just peachy. Like, that is fine with me. Or, you know, if I'm bringing this, I can use this one here, so it'll be great. I've also been using bronzer as an eyeshadow recently, and that's actually been going really well for me. So I really do believe in myself and my ability to make it work. Yeah, so what I've been doing is I'm just this one fluffy brush. I've been taking Frisk and Cover, so these two right here, and just smoking those out. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this big fluffy brush. Don't mind the way it looks. I think I just messed up the bristles a little bit when I was cleaning it. But I'm going to take this one here, and I'm just going to like smoke it on the eyelid first. I'm just gonna pat it on there as well. Fingers are the most underrated makeup tool, let me tell you. I can't do foundation with my fingers, but eyeshadows are great with fingies. Alright, yes, I think that that is what we're actually going to do. I really like that. So that also makes it really easy. I only need to bring 2 eyeshadow brushes and then these 2 things. We are saving as much space as possible. So as you notice, I did have a little bit of fallout. I already did put this fluffy brush in there for those purposes. I need to figure out what lip I'm going to do with this. See, the problem I have with these kind of like purpley undertone ones is I look dead. This is giving like gray dead lips, but it looks so good on other girls or like people who wear makeup. It looks so good on them. Why not me? So not that one. Can I do more pink? No, that's too pink. It's like I both do and don't have all the lipsticks that I need. Yeah, I think this is it. This is Revlon Rose Velvet. So that's just like a nice sort of nude. So now I'm just going to put on my eyeliner and mascara and all that stuff. But the makeup portion is pretty much done. So I will come back to you with the final look and I'll show you the shoes that I'm going to wear and everything like that. So here's what the finished look looks like. I will be wearing like jewelry and stuff. So that's why I don't have any of that on. I kind of packed that up. This dress is so interesting because it's got all these interesting like kind of cutouts. So very fun. And then these are the shoes that I'm going to wear. They're just black, kind of braided, strappy, square-toed. I know that these aren't in style anymore. I don't care. I bought them. I still like them. And they're comfortable, and I just need them for the one night. So I don't know if anyone really cares about like shoes being in style as much. I feel like regardless of like microtrends and stuff, shoes still kind of transcend, like they're able to last a little bit longer, even if the original trend doesn't last very long. But yeah, so this is the look. And here's a little up close of the makeup. I have one of my lights on, which is why I probably look extra pale. So thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know if you're going to any weddings this fall. I love fall weddings. I think that there is a je ne sais quoi about them that make them really, really fun. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.